Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here at Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Allen. It's caught by Sanders. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Allen. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And that's checked down to Gordon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Second and 9. They go play action with McDonald. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Allen going to throw. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, 40 yards. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans and play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Allen off the play fake. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. To start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, it's McDonald. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Play action. It's McDonald. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie. But that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is McDonald. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the option to give to Williams here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos cut into that lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the run.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Breida.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's out of bounds. The 49. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
2nd and 6.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he was. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
McDonald.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 3 yards remain for second down. He'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's McDonald to throw. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. And McManus able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. KJ Hamler returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
McDonald sets to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the option, here's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake. McDonald. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Going right back to Fant. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Freeman will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They run again with Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively.
And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action. McDonald. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Basham. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down.
A really big loss. Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The kick by Bass is good. And
that will get the lead up to 14. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. McDonald. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The throw over the middle, taken in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. On the option to give to Williams here. And he's got some space here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. All they needed was a yard there for the 4th down conversion, but they got to that 2nd level, got a whole lot more than that.
And how many times have we seen this on 4th down? Defense stacks up near the line of scrimmage. If you pop there, you can go a long way, and that's exactly what we just saw.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to run with Freeman. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Freeman again. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They stay on the down at the 18.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return, here's Agnew. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. Flush to his right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.